Man, I'm so done with that piece of crap. It may look cool, but it drives much too heavily. Drove that thing today, and sure it was a total pain in the butt to go on. But yeah, managed to drive it back home. While being on the trip, I had to remove that rear brake because at some point it just prevented my further advance. But now the wheel rotates without a problem, completely free. Next, the free roaming of the pedal-driven wheel. Well, that's fine too. At last, that fancy front wheel of my former first hardtail bike from some years ago. Well, that figures. Not much of a free spinning wheel behavior I wanted to witness, is it? But it isn't solely to blame, because the alignment of the back wheels together as a unit is also become quite wrong. It became wrong because I did some improvements, because while driving it I noticed some problems with the new wheel I just installed. The chain would get catched in the tire occasionally. I know that footage here isn't really showing the problem, but here one single frame and here another one, you can see it. And sometimes the chain even started to oscillate like that from side to side. But no biggie, I fixed it with a chain pipe guide system. But while being on the move, again I just noticed another fault. The alignment of those back wheels, which I simply overlooked while still being at my workshop. Because not only I installed a new wheel with a fixed sprocket, but also built myself a chain tensioning system. Well, isn't everything accurate centered here? So the chain still needs to be a bit loose for it to work, otherwise the chain may snap. But actually that's not the great improvement I wanted to show you guys. It's that little gadget right here, a hand-driven wiper. That's so cool, stupid, childish. Since I built that thing back in 20, I dreamed about such a neat little feature. But to be honest, the whole concept of that roof is a lie, because with its narrow size and both open sides, I still get soaked a lot. Also, while I can clean the outside, the inside is still wet. So actually I will need wipers on both sides, but that's just stupid. But still, that wiper just makes my inner child jump around like crazy. Great thing. Well, yeah, another fun thingy is that wheel-driven bell, which can create quite some noise. Great feeling, like being the operator of a big locomotive pulling that horn rope to make some bell music. So in regards of my new bicycle vehicle number 27, I consider number 9 here as its predecessor. Because, well, if I check all of my vehicles I built so far, it's the only match to fit into that MadMax apocalypse genre. That's why. So as you probably suspected in my last episode about my new bicycle chariot racer, I finally bought myself my first camera drone. Well, not that one. But that one, which actually can fly on its own. One awesome little toy. The tracking possibilities are making some professional looking recordings quite easy. But for my missions, it's only partially suitable. Because it needs to see my body, or at least half of it, clearly without any obstacles.
Zielverfolgung verloren.
Try to trick that little Terminator with a mannequin head. But she's not that easy to fool, even with a human-like shape.
Bike-Modus.
So I assume that the tracking isn't only based on visual, but also on the infrared spectrum. So it needs some heat signature too for safely tracking an individual, I guess. Oh man, while doing these recordings, that thing crashed 2 times on that gravel road. Luckily, it's still operational. Could have been an expensive test otherwise. I mean, sure, you can control that thing manually too, but I can't drive and RC at the same time. Anyway, still a nice little helper for some difficult and unique shots indeed. So next time, building myself a mannequin or even an action doll with a fake heat signature for triggering that little Terminator for sure, or what? Nah, not interested for now. Have to build more stupid pedal-powered vehicles instead. I discovered also that while using just a drone, you get the footage recordings without any sound, because there's obviously no microphone on board. But while using the drone plus the beacon, that's what they call that little ground station control unit right here, you're getting sound recordings as well, because they installed a microphone in that thing. That's nice to know.
Batterieladung niedrig. Bitte kehren Sie sofort nach Hause.
So what should I do with that heavy lump of rusty scrap metal here? Well, if I would sink it in a ditch or even dismantle it, I would for sure cut off that beautiful hood ornament skull and save it. I like that one a lot. Looks creepy as hell. But for now I will keep number 9 here as a whole unit in stock, because it could become a nice little decoration object for a MadMax themed vehicle collection someday, perhaps. Already got 2 of those. Or I don't know, maybe one day I will return to the predecessor. Can't promise anything. And with that statement I'm finished here. See ya.